Good morning. Today we will conduct the experiment to measure the angle of a given beveled surface. There are three instruments that we are using. One is clinometer, whose discount is 1 degree. Second one is much better, that is bevel protractor, whose discount is 5 minutes. And the third one is Sine Bar, which is more accurate. To begin with, select the bevel surface. Mark the 40 mm line on this. Now, just put the clinometer on the surface and take the reading. Initial reading of the clinometer is 90 degrees. Now it is reading 75 degrees. So the approximate angle of the beveled surface is 15 degrees. Note down this reading. Next instrument we are going to use is bevel protractor, whose discount is 5 minutes. Hold the bevel surface in the two arms of the bevel protractor properly. Here also, initial reading is 90 degrees. Whatever reading you get, 90 minus that reading will be the angle, and it is reading 75 degrees. So the approximate angle of the given bevel surface is 15 degrees. Now next time I have to take this angle as the it's a level. Now to measure the angle accurately of the bevel surface, we take the basic value as 15 degrees, which is measured by other two instruments. Taking this as the basic angle, we first calculate the initial setup of the height for which sine bar is to be set, and that is given by h equal to L sine theta, and the first value that you get is 26.6585.
So from the M112 slip gauge box, we take the value of the slip gauges and hold them on the sine bar. And then the bevel surface is kept on the inclined surface. Now we need to check the height of the slip gauge, height of the bevel surface, whether it is parallel to the ground or not. So for that we use this height gauge, and the bevel surface what we have marked 40 mm. So we use the dial indicator to note down what is the height of the first point, and then move the height gauge to the next point and check what is the height of the deflection of the dial indicator. What we see over here is that it is moving, the dial indicator in the dial gauge is moving in the clockwise with 5 divisions. Next step.
5 divisions. Now this 5 divisions equal to 0.05 mm parallelity error over 40 mm length. Initially we had taken 40 mm, that is 0.05 mm. Now we have to calculate this error because we are applying the correction over a length of 103. So the parallelity of error over 103 mm is this. Now as the clockwise means you have to reduce the height. That's what we subtract from the initial reading, that is 26.6585. So this last column will give you the slip gauge to be set for the next reading, and accordingly the slip gauge to be set for the next reading is 26.530.
Now again the slip gauge is set for the new value. Again the dial indicator is taken in the same way. Start from the one end and see the deflection of the dial indicator on the other end when we move it to the other end. Again we see that it is moving in the counterclockwise.
counterclockwise for 3 divisions. 3 divisions means it's 0.03. Same procedure we conducted in the first, and accordingly we get the correction as 0.0770, which has to be added to the previous one, and the new reading will be 26.607. Now 26.607 will be the new reading, that is the third. In this experiment, one has to remember that there is nothing like 3 readings, 4 readings, 5 readings. It is basically a correct setting. So it may take 10 readings also, or it may come in first setting also. The third one is 26.607, and now we have to again set it. Once we set it, okay, now actually there is no deflection in the dial gauge, so it is 0 deflection. At 0 deflection, it is correctly set. At this point, the bevel surface is correctly set parallel to the ground, and as per this, the angle measured will be equal to theta equal to sine inverse of 26.60 to the 103, which comes eventually to 14.96 degrees, which you convert, it will be 14 degrees 57 minutes.
In this way, we conduct the experiment and we find out that the 3 instruments or 3 methods are there to measure the angle of the job depending upon the accuracy required and the time available. We can choose either the bevel protector, which has the least count of just 1 degree, and quickly we can measure, and it is typically used in the industries to measure the approximate angles. And if you want a little bit of accuracy up to 5 minutes, then we can go for this bevel protector, wherein the accuracy level is improved. At the same time, the calculation little bit is required. But when we want the angle to be measured very accurately, so then we use the sine bar, so that the accuracy up to 1 second the angle can be measured depending upon our requirement. And here you see that in the sine bar the procedure is lengthy. So depending upon the requirement, we have to use either the clinometer or the bevel protector or the sine bar to measure the angle of the given bevel surface.
Thank you.
Thank you.